gorgeous, beautiful lady filled with wit and knowledge to the stage.
Seuraavaksi tervetuloa Monihelin hallituksen puheenjohtaja Emma Tamakam.
The President of the Republic of Finland, Sauli Niinistö, and the First Lady, Jenni Haukio, the Prime Minister, Sanna Marin, dear Finland, dear viewers at home. Today, the 6th of December 2020, we are celebrating Finland's 103rd Independence Day, a day that we honor the sacrifices made by the great warriors who fought for the liberation of this country. A day that we celebrate the thousands who laid their lives so Finland can be free. True independence is not just freedom of speech or assembly, but it also means economic freedom. Coming from a country that has been ravaged by war for the past 4 years, independence seems like an illusion. As we celebrate this milestone in Finland, I call on everyone to reflect and pay homage to the suffering masses across the globe in their quest for freedom. Finland's independence gives me the great pleasure of appreciation to a country that has given me and so many others hope for a better future, and reminds me of the progress and contributions this great country has made for the good of humanity. Despite the enormous challenges faced, Finland emerged to build a society that is a reflection and admiration by millions of people across the globe. The progress and stability of Finland post-independence is a testimony to what real freedom can bring to a people. The world is confronting a deadly virus that has disrupted all activities, including how we structure our lives and interact with one another. This unprecedented challenge caused by COVID-19 is a stark reminder of how interconnected our world is and the interdependence of communities. The pandemic has also emphasized how individuals and communities' social determinants can impact their health and access to care, as evident in the increasing number of COVID-19 cases among the vulnerable population, including immigrants and the elderly. This day should remind Finland of its global responsibilities, because what happens far away can have a great impact on citizens at home. The impact of COVID-19 on the vulnerable population must be factored in when making policies to combat this disease. Identifying the influencing factors and using the right intervention to address this problem is vital not only for the health of these population groups, but also for the health of the wider public. Every citizen of this country is encouraged to make social responsibility personal and to take heed of all instructions put forward by THL and the other authorities, so that together we can stop the spread of this virus that has killed millions of people across the globe. It is important to acknowledge the selfless sacrifices made by the healthcare workers who are at the front line of the COVID pandemic, working around the clock and putting themselves and their families at risk to care for infected patients. This pandemic has demonstrated just how much our daily lives depend on your efforts, and we are immensely grateful. This is the 15th Multicultural Independence Day celebration organized by Moniheli RU, but for the first time, this is done virtually as our definition of normal is changing. As the biggest network of multicultural and immigrant associations in Finland, we acknowledge the fact that Finland is becoming more than ever a multicultural country. As the population of immigrants continue to increase, many still face challenges in the process of integration, including language, poor social network, education, lack of jobs, housing, just to name a few. Racism, discrimination, and bullying in schools and in the workplace are also on the rise, taking a huge toll on the health and well-being of the victims and their families. Integration must encompass all areas of society, education, and the labor market. This also means that the integration policy should be all-inclusive and one that gives immigrants an opportunity to excel and to feel at home in their host country, Finland. Much respect to all immigrants who have been glaring examples in projecting a positive image of immigrants in this country, thereby showing that change is possible for everybody and that it is possible to win over prejudice. The world is changing, cultures are changing, and if we could just learn to tolerate our differences and see them as opportunities rather than threats, we will all be winners. Let's remember that diversity is an engine of invention, and it fosters innovation, creativity, and problem solving, which are essential in addressing the challenges of today's complex world. As we celebrate this day, let us also reflect on some of the core values that guides us as we navigate through the changing dynamics of our country. These values are, but not limited to, unity in diversity, tolerance, inclusiveness, equality, human dignity, democracy, and social justice. Our collective and moral responsibility is to make Finland a place where everyone living here can feel at home. Kun juhlimme tänään, on hyvä pohtia myös joitain perusarvoja, jotka ohjaavat meitä, kun navigoimme maamme muuttuvassa dynamiikassa. Nämä arvot ovat muun muassa yhtenäisyys monimuotoisuudessa, suvaitsevaisuus, osallisuus, tasa-arvo, demokratia, ihmisarvo ja sosiaalinen oikeudenmukaisuus. Maailma muuttuu, kulttuurit muuttuvat. Jos vain tahdomme oppia suvaitsemaan erilaisuutta ja näkemään siinä mahdollisuuksia ehkä uhkia, me kaikki olemme voittajia. Kollektiivinen ja moraalinen vastuumme on tehdä Suomesta paikkaa, jossa kaikki täällä asuvat voi tuntea olonsa kotoisaksi. I would like to end with these great quotations from great leaders that I admire. Martin Luther King Jr. says, "We must learn to live together as brothers, or we will perish together as fools." And another one from great Gandhi, which says, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world. So change begins with you." I wish you all a happy and peaceful Christmas and a prosperous New Year in advance, and of course a happy Independence Day. Toivon teille kaikille levollista ja rauhallista joulua sekä hyvää alkavaa uutta vuotta. Ja tietenkin hyvää itsenäisyyspäivää. Kiitos.